Hello, and here we are, day 4. Hope you've enjoyed all the other sessions. So today we're going to start standing again. So we're just going to come down into a little roll down. So have your feet hip width apart. As always, just engage that core and just feel like you're rolling your back forward, making a C shape. Dropping the chin, just coming forward. If you do feel it in your back at all and you need to keep it small initially and then roll up to stand tall, that's fine. Okay, so just rolling down all the way to the bottom and then soften the knees and roll up. Pull in the core and then just circle one shoulder and circle the other shoulder. Whoops, let's go again. Roll down. Just keep engaging into that core, pulling your tummy in as you roll back up. And coming up, and circle, and circle. One more, just rolling down. Pull in tight. Come on up. And then we're at the top. We're just going to put the hands to the front, keeping the hips forward, and just do a little twist, side to side. Turning. So remember, those hips are like headlamps pointing at me and they want to stay still. 2 more. Excellent. Okay, take your hands down. We're going to roll down again. Okay, you don't need to have a mat if you've got a nice carpet. Okay, just roll down. And then we're going to come down onto our knees and then walk our hands forward. Then just drop the bottom as well. So from your shoulders, your hips to your knees, we're just going to do a press up and push up through the floor. So just go as low as you can. You might only be able to go here initially. Okay, again, keep the core tight so the whole body goes down and then lifts up. So we're going to go down, draw the shoulder blades together and lift. So it's down, draw the shoulder blades together, breathe out, push away. So nice upper body work and push. Head, neck and spine in line, looking forward with your fingertips and push. Just flatten those feet, knees are hip width apart, down and up. Just go as far down as you feel you can. Breathe out and pull that tummy in. And one more. Going down and push. And stretch it out. Okay, coming down onto your elbows now. Now you might struggle to go into the full low plank. And you might need just to stay here. So you've got your hips on the floor and you just gently lift them up, pulling into the core and holding. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, draw your shoulder blades down the back, squeeze into that tummy, in between those hip bones, tighten into that pelvic floor. Squeeze up and in and just hold this position as long as you can. If you are able to come up onto your toes, just hold it there as long as you can. And then you might need to take a little break now and again. Okay, make sure the elbows are tucked under. If you're too far wide or too far forward, that makes it a lot harder. So tuck them under, so elbows to shoulders are in line, and get a good base and push through the heels and tighten again into that core. Now if you want to take it a bit harder, from here you can just tap and release and tap. So if you're on your knees, you can just tap out and come back and tap. Okay, so either knees or toes. Holding that position. Making sure you're not dipping in the middle, but also you haven't got your bum up. So you want to have those elbows under, weight shifted through. Just do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Just lower it down and take your hands out to each side. So just relax your shoulders away from your ears. First of all I'd like you to do is just lift an arm, release, keeping your head down initially, other arm, release, then lift a leg and release, lift the other leg, keeping it nice and straight, and go back to the arm. Just retract those shoulder blades, squeeze back and release, keep the tummy pulled in, pull and release, and leg and down, keep the core pulled in, here and down. Let's go again. So as you lift, draw the shoulder blade and release. You can always put a towel just under your forehead if that's more comfortable for you, and a leg, straight leg, squeeze into that bum cheek, squeeze into the glute, and again lift and down. Keep the tummy pulled in, arm, squeeze back, release, arm, squeeze back, release, and a leg, lift and down and lift. Now just gently lift the chest, but try not to push on the arms, and down, keeping the legs relaxed. Breathe out, breathe in. So as you come up, you're tightening into your core, breathing out, relaxing your shoulders, and release down. Just taking your time, relax down, lift. Now, again, you can make this a little bit harder by bringing an arm and an opposite leg. So just floating the arm and leg up and release. Floating up and release. Breathe out as you come up if you can, and release. Keep that going. If you are getting fused with the breathing, okay, don't worry too much as long as you are breathing, okay? The breathing patterns can come later, okay? Just focus mainly about that core tightening, okay? So just coming up and release, and up and release. 2 more. Lift the chest and release, and again lift and release. Sit back, stretch the arms away and push the tail back the opposite way, so get a good stretch through the back and the arms. I hope you can hear me when I'm talking to the floor. Push back. Okay, can have a little go at rolling like a ball. A lot of people find this quite hard, especially if they've got stiffness through their back. So you just literally make yourself like a ball, and this time you do push your back away, pull in your tummy and push your back, and from here you're just rolling back, so almost like lift your toes, hover, pull your tummy in and come back up. Okay, so you're trying to keep your body as tight as you can like a ball, and you roll back just to your shoulders. Okay, you don't want to come back onto your neck, so just breathe in and breathe out. Now as you come back up, okay, you want to tighten your tummy tighter and lift, and as you get stronger you'll be able to just hold it here with your feet off the floor. So tight like a ball. The idea is that you're not using your legs to fling yourself over. So just rolling all the way back, all the way up. So it's a nice one, okay, to get the back moving. Now if you struggle with that, you can just literally lie on your back and just try and do a sort of little roll on the floor as best you can. Okay, so just start small, and you never know, eventually you might be able to come all the way up. Okay, so next one, we're just going to lie flat on our backs. A couple of variations on this. I'm going to start with the easier option and then make it a bit harder. So just relax your shoulders away, and you're just going to bring your knees into tabletop. And we're going to then just do a scissor action. Tap away, tap away, tap away. Now, making it harder, you actually come up into that curl up position. And then making it harder again, you actually straighten the legs as best you can. I've got quite tight hamstrings, so I'm not the best at keeping my legs straight. Okay, if you're super flexible, you might be able to bring it all the way back to your ear or side. So just breathe out, breathe out in. But if your neck starts to hurt, always drop it back down. When you're in the curl up position, feel like you're drawing your ribs to your hips. So you're trying to get your nose to your knee, but ideally with a straight leg. And again, the option here is to do a scissor. But what you don't want to do is just drop your toe. So it's actually tapping away, tapping away, tapping away. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Roll it in, take a little rest. So again, the next one, couple of options. You can start with your feet on the floor, hands just out either side. Now try and keep the shoulder blades down. Your hips will now come away from the floor, and you're just going to roll side to side, but keep the shoulder blades down. And think about it, pulling in the tummy and breathing out as you lift up. Okay, so breathe out and engage. And engage, tighten. And engage, breathe out. Side to side. And again, you can make this harder by doing it in tabletop. Breathe out, pull in the tummy. Down to the side, breathe out, pull. Try again not to let the knees come in all the way in. Makes it a little bit harder. Focus on that core. So breathe in. Breathe out. Side to side. This is a lovely mobilization for your spine as well as working your core. But if you need to start small, okay, if you've got your back's stiff or you want to be steady with your back, just start small and just make the moves big as you go along. So just finishing off with some shoulder bridges, and then just again peeling the spine. So feel like you tilt first, push the back up. Engage the glute, lift up to the ceiling, sweep the arms over. Keep the arms on the floor if you can, as far as you can go. Push that lower back down. If you need to lift the arms a bit higher, that's fine. And roll back and come back to neutral. And again, breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze up. Lift to the ceiling, lengthen over. And roll down. Pull in tight and release. And let's go again. Squeeze in. And over. And release down. and release. Lovely. Okay, well thank you for joining or watching later on. Do it whenever you want to, wherever you want to. Tomorrow I'm planning on doing a longer session, so I'm going to do a warm-up mobility first and then go into the core exercises. And then I'm hoping at the weekend I'll do a whole one just stretching. So if you just want to, again, mobility and some stretching. Just so if you want to just do some movements to loosen up your body. So hopefully I'll do that on Saturday, all going well. Enjoy your day, it's nearly the weekend, and thank you for watching and thank you for joining in. Bye! Hi Sheila, hello Anne, bye!